Hi everyone, it's Catherine again here with Coupon Card Club, just with a quick video on how to, apply for open settlements, what are open settlements, and what are class action lawsuits. Hi everyone, it's Muffins from
Hi everyone, it's Catherine again.
Originally $6.99. When you come this, it's Free Stuff Friday. So in today's video, we're just going to be talking about what are the top class action lawsuits that are going on, how to apply to them, how does that benefit you, some things on how to apply for them so you're not taking advantage of the situation, and just, basically the ins and outs of everything. So normally I go to a specific website where I look for my class action lawsuits that have been filed. Those are usually when there's a product that you've purchased in the past and something has gone wrong, or they leaked your information. Pretty similar to what happened a couple of years back with Equifax and TransUnion, where people's information and social security numbers got leaked.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But so what usually happens is they have what's called a class action lawsuit, where a bunch of people can file a claim and be partners in the fight against what happened to a specific individual, and they basically file a claim from the state, and then you can get money back. Sometimes the checks range anywhere from $2 to $7, anywhere to probably $2,000, $3,000, depending on how big the settlement is, how big the process was, or what was actually the mistake of it, what really happened. Just in case you guys are wondering, with my lip action here, I did purchase a new Almay lip product when I did some couponing a couple of weeks back. This shade is called Be Strong, and it's a cream. So if you guys make sure you let me know. I'm kind of feeling the color, but I want to know what you guys think about it. So anywho's, back to the real stuff. Usually what happens is they'll ask you when you purchase a product, or when's the last time that you've purchased a product. Usually they give you a time limit, or when the bad thing happened to the product, or if it was if it's an old product, or it said that it's GMO and non-GMO. For example, recently Chipotle had a class action lawsuit, which they do have an open settlement right now. What open settlement means that you can file a claim against Chipotle. They have labeled that their food was non-GMO, when in fact a lot of their chicken and stuff did have, they were genetically modified. So you can definitely apply that. I'm probably going to have a link down below where you guys can check that out and go apply. But I like to organize my settlements in a notebook. So I'll write down, I call it the claim numbers. So I'll write down the claim numbers, and I'll have the information posted. And then I'll put my information, and I'll keep the stuff here. And if I've received the payment, I'll just write at the top that I received it. So you definitely can see when it happens. Usually when you apply to these things, sometimes it takes a couple of weeks to receive a check. I like to get checks by mail. I know that that's so weird and old lady-ish, but I personally like it better that way. If they do send a gift card, sometimes companies will send prepaid gift cards from Visa or something, then I'll take that. But I don't really like giving out my banking information, or PayPal or Venmo and stuff like that. I'm not ready for that, so I don't really do that. So I'm just going to give you an example of what usually the statements say when you are applying for a class action lawsuit. So this one is by McCormick. Their black pepper slack has a class action settlement. So McCormick has agreed to pay $2.5 million to resolve claims made by customers, stating that their black pepper products were unfiled. So the settlement benefits people from California, Florida, Missouri residents who purchase McCormick or any other private black label pepper products from January 1st, 2015 to January 27th, 2020. A full list of eligible products is available in the Who's Eligible section. So it'll have a little tab where you can click on it to see who's eligible, and then it'll give you an information of like states, products that you purchased that should have been right but weren't right. The class action against McCormick and Co. claims that the company slack-filled their black pepper tins, resulting in an overpricing product. So they actually didn't fulfill what they were supposed to be doing. In December 2015, many of these complaints were consolidated into a multi-district litigation under the jurisdiction of Washington, D.C. So that means like multiple people decided to file a claim, but since they were all over the place, they just put it together in Washington, D.C. and they used that file, that claimants from those different states. That's why those states are able to apply for it, are able to, you know, get the settlement. Just to backtrack, the $2.5 million doesn't mean you're getting $2.5 million. That's something that's going to be possibly spread out to people who are applying to it. So in other words, the more people who apply, the less amount that you'll receive most of the time. Keep that in mind. There's other stipulations that go on in order for you to get your I guess payment or refund or complaint check. Consumers are eligible to collect payments of $4 per customer of proof of purchase. Proof of purchase can include a receipt, a record of the retail loyalty club purchases, or a photo of the container with the UPC code. So if you have the container itself, you take a picture of it, you let them know, listen, I've actually bought a ton of these, this is what I normally buy, and you can get it back. So usually if you're going to file a certain amount, they let you file based on how many numbers you normally do. So if you bought like 4 of those cans, you would get $4 for each of the cans. You would have to show the 4 pictures or the receipts or anything like that. But sometimes some of the claims allow you to not have any proof at all, and you can still file the claim because, you know, it's kind of hard to keep those receipts. And if it was like back in 2015 and you purchased like 4 cans, there's no real way to prove that you bought it. I mean, I could give you a picture of the shopping, the fact that I went to the supermarket and how much I paid at the supermarket. But sometimes realistically you can't actually get those that physical receipt. So I mean, it is what it is. And then they list the products that are available for the filing. And then it says, you know, click here to file a claim. And then it does say notes. So you have to pay attention to that because it's usually under the button right before you're going to file the claim. It says if you do not qualify for this settlement, do not file a claim. Remember, it is still a federal offense if you did not buy that product and you decide to file the claim and just to get money back. So please, if these things did happen to you, or you know, because there's different companies that put those these open settlements out there, do not apply if you've never been through it, because it's really bad. So this claimant form deadline is May 15th of 2020. So usually you have until that point. And then it says the final hearing is on June 3rd, 2020. So usually what happens is if the final hearing is on June 3rd, if they do, once the case is closed, which is usually, so once the claim form deadline is closed, which is 5/15, they get together all the information and then they present it to the judge on 6/3. And then usually by 6/4, 6/5, they start mailing out checks. And it usually takes about 4 to 6 weeks to receive it. That's why I organize my stuff in a booklet so I can keep track of the dates that did happen. Now recently I just got one of the checks back from TikTok, because I do have TikTok and my son has TikTok, and I applied under both, stating that, you know, he's a minor, he has his information there. I have a TikTok too, and the information was kind of leaked. So you guys need to get up on that. If you can get that free money, I would definitely do that. It's kind of crazy that, you know, sometimes this stuff happens, but if you can get a refund from it, why not? I mean, anything to try to rectify anything that happens. So I'm gonna definitely have like the links below, so you can definitely check it out and see all the class actions that are open currently. Make sure if you guys are applying to these things that you're applying genuinely and not just trying to apply to get money. There are people who do take advantage of that, and that's so not cool, because people really go through these things and they have no idea that you can actually get a settlement check from what happens. But now it's your time to take back control, get that money back. So definitely let me know your thoughts down below. If you have any questions, you know, I'm here, girl, I'm here. So thank you so much for listening and watching. For my friends who want to join our Facebook group, I'll have the link down below. And if you want to definitely be a part of our coupon meeting, of course it's digital. And or if you have any questions, all you have to do is send me a quick email to couponcrackclub@gmail.com. Alright, beautiful people, thank you again, and I can't wait to shoot another video and talk to you guys. So stay soon. Bye.